Will there be happiness or will there be tears? All our contestants are stuck in traffic at the moment.
Walk on this side street, don't walk where it feels the best. Walk away from people you meet, don't talk to strangers unless they walk the way you want them to. I said walk like you can use the right, don't walk with the company's drive. And people who walk all over you, don't talk till they tell you to. Don't talk if it's against the rules, just walk away and be a fool. That's what they want you to do.
This is Big Brother. Will you please enter the Big Brother house? Will you please? This is Big Brother. For the first task, you'll make a street dance. Your reward will be a chocolate cake. hunting and completed, a chocolate cake is now in the fridge. Meanwhile, in another part of the house, it was my chocolate cake, scrumptious, yummy, succulent and smooth. Just looking at it made me go weak in the knees. The soft taste was like silk brushing over my skin. But it was stolen, and I intend to find out who did it. It was the 15th of July, a typical summer's day. It was the day I had been waiting for, the day I was going to taste a slice of my own chocolate cake. The chocolate cake I had made all by myself. I ran into the kitchen and opened the fridge door. My chocolate cake had gone. I decided to carry out my own investigation. I had in my mind who the suspects could be. Suspect 1, my twin sister Jade. I wouldn't be surprised if it was her. She'd do anything to get on my nerves. Suspect 2, my older brother Todd, who has a craving for chocolate, especially my chocolate cakes. And suspect 3, Grandpa Joe. He's always down the pub, and chocolate cake is his favourite. I decided to take my investigation one step further. I decided to go clue hunting. First stop, Jade's room. I opened the door and peered round a room that looked like the inside of a dustbin. I switched on the light, and there it was, a sticky chocolate handprint. The evidence was right in front of me. However, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. There were still 2 rooms to investigate. I opened the door of Grandpa Joe's bedroom. I looked up and down, under the carpet, even in the bin, but nothing. A chocolate-free bedroom. Next stop, Todd's room. Straight away, I knew if Todd would hide anything, he'd hide it under the bed. I had to face the challenge of a lifetime. I had to look under a teenage boy's bed. I held my nose and went under. Before I discovered anything, I had to move a few banana peels and a few empty boxes until I found it. My cake tin with little traces of hot fudge around the edges. So, was it Jade with her sticky chocolate handprint, or was it Todd with his cake tin? I stepped out of Todd's room, and there, right in front of me, were the 2 suspects themselves. So, I said, were you in it together, or was it a single act? What do you mean, they said innocently. One of you stole my chocolate cake. Before they could reply, the front door slammed shut. Grandpa Joe staggered in. What you lot all arguing about, he spluttered. One of these 2 stole my chocolate cake, I shouted. Oh no, said Grandpa Joe, that were me. See, I knew when you'd find out you'd throw a wobbly. What, like you, giggled Todd. So I hid the cake tin in Todd's room. What about the chocolate handprint, I said. Oh, well, I wanted to know where you kids were, so I checked in Jade's room. Right, I'm off to bed, he said. Good night. So, it was Grandpa Joe who stole my chocolate cake. I'll never forgive him. At least next time, I'll be waiting. He'll see. Just wait. I'll get him. Here are some of the mystery stories that happened in the last series of Big Brother.
We gathered round and shocked the police officers stopped me from going any further. Detectives and police officers swarmed the ashes that used to be Reg and Mary Ann's countryside house, but now with soot scattered all over the pavement. Someone had burnt down their house, just who was it? 3 days later, the police officers gave up on detective work and put it down to natural cause. But I had a funny feeling that someone I knew was behind. So I took matters into my own hands. Of course, I couldn't just say someone did it and make up some silly explanation and throw them in jail. I had to take things slowly. First, I thought of all the suspects and their motives. Suspect number 1. David is a sort of suspect because he's never really liked them, even though he was next to a neighbour. Plus, he's a fine neighbour. Suspect number 2. Lisa is a suspect because she had a really big fallout over Reg, seeing as she was going out with Reg secretly. But that's all I can think of so far. Time for some detective. Anyway, my name's Joe. I'm 19 years old. I have reddy brown hair and browny black eyes. Also, I wear glasses. But back to the story. As soon as the detective left the scene of the crime, I had a rummage around in the old ruins of the old timbered house. But what was this? I picked it up in my 2 hands. I couldn't believe my eyes. I put it in my pocket as I stumbled with fear. I ran out of the huge pile of ashes and raisins. After 2 hours of examining the object, I suddenly realised what the picture was inside. Okay, I'll tell you what the object was. It was a small heart-shaped locket which had a picture of someone in it. The photo was obviously not Mary Ann because it was a man, but it wasn't Reg either. It was Monday the 12th of March 1999, 1 week before it happened. Reg came home in a huff because he just had to sack one of his employees. But her name was Jasmine, 32 years old, long ginger curly hair, and has a husband and a little boy. Could this photo be Jasmine's wife in the locket? And could Jasmine have the guts and the brains to burn down their house? So, I got all the suspects together, and when I did, she cried and cried. The criminal showed herself up. It was Jasmine. The night of the crime, she had got in such a state of finding a new job. She had organised it perfectly, so there were no fingerprints and no sign of any particular part of the house that was the cause of the crime. All the evidence was burned. What a clever plan, except she'd left something behind. So, the criminal was caught and our village was safe. Well, at least for now.
It was a gloomy, dark night. We could hear the wind howling. The doorbell rang and Sam appeared at the window. And she looked happy like she was going to go to Puffy. But it wasn't the smile you do when you just won the lottery. It was more of a smirky smile. 2 hours later, all the guests had arrived for my dinner party, so I started to dish up. My best friend Emma has brown hair, blue eyes, and she's very sporty. She brought along with her boyfriend, who's the most David Beckham lookalike I've ever seen, and my next door neighbour Dean as well. The evening went on, and then Sam went up to the loo. She was rather a long time, so Dean went up to check. Finally, everyone left, and I went up to bed. I looked up on my jewellery box where I had a pure gold locket with a picture of Emma in it. It was gone. I fled into a panic attack. Who took it? Who came in here? How long had it been gone? I tried to sleep that night. It was no use. The only reason that it was so special to me is because my great grandma gave it to me on her deathbed. I started to think who would do that to me. Next day I got to work with my microscope and my dog Rover. We tried to look for fingerprints. It was no use, so we went straight to the police. I'd like to talk to someone about a stolen locket, please. They relaxed, I took matters into my own hands. I thought of the suspects and their motives. Could it be Dean, my so homely neighbour? Could he have taken it? He did have one with the same. Maybe he took it and got mixed up. Could it have been Sam? Maybe that's why she had a suspicious look on her face. She digged up to the bathroom upstairs for a long time. Could it be my best friend Emma? She did go upstairs, but then again everyone did. Or could it be David Beckham Jake? Thought it'd be cool and take it for a joke. I started to search for the clues. 1 hour later, a postcard came through the post with cut-and-paste writing. I know the writing of the villain. The phone rang and I heard a weird voice at the end of the phone. It whispered to me, "Where's your locket? Oh yeah, you lost it at a dinner party on the 10th of October." I stood stone still. Who was the person at the end of the phone? I invited everyone round for a barbecue and put down my book. My locket went missing on the 10th of the 10th. I went between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock on the night I had that dinner party. So one of you four must have stolen it. I looked around at Jake. My eyes were fixed on him. He looked at me with his eyes dimmed. "I know who took it," shouted a voice. "The person said they'll haunt me forever if I told you," Dean yelled. My eyes suddenly spun round to face Dean. "Who was it?" I yelled at the top of my voice. "It was me," Emma cried with a tear dripping down her face. I couldn't bear the picture in it. "Why didn't you just say I would have changed it?" I said with a sigh. "Sorry, I've got it here. There you go. Have it back." "Have you changed the picture now?" I asked. "Yes, sorry." "But why did you have a smirky smile on your face?" I questioned Samantha. "Oh, you saw me. I just tripped up the boy next door. I was proud of myself." "Well, my mystery is solved. My locket's back. Yes, I'm disappointed in Emma, but I did make a big fuss out of nothing. Never mind, I'm ready for my next big mystery."
This is Big Brother. The two people up for eviction this week are Vanessa and Jack. Will Vanessa please come to the diary room?
No!
Will Vanessa please come to the diary room?
No!
Will Vanessa please come to the diary room? do you feel about being up for eviction, Vanessa?
Well, I'm really sad. I know everyone hates me, otherwise they wouldn't have put me up for eviction. And I think the house is just too small.
How would you feel about being the first woman evicted from Big Brother?
Extremely upset and a little bit mad. I just never bonded with the people in here. Can I go now?
Yes, you are free to leave the diary room, Vanessa. Will Jack please come to the diary room? Hello, Jack. How do you feel about being up for eviction this week? How do you feel about being the first man to leave the Big Brother house?
Not really bothered. Okay.
What was the Great Escape like, Jack?
Average.
You are free to leave the diary room now, Jack. Vanessa has requested for some mannequins so she can try her clothes on them.
To move, and we break the glass. We are showroom dummies. We are showroom dummies. This is Big Brother. Your second task is to make some slippers. Your reward will be some hair mousse.
Our class have been doing about slippers. First we did research. We put pictures from magazines and then stuck them on a piece of paper and then read about them. Then we looked at different kinds of materials and decided if they would be suitable for making slippers. Then we took apart a slipper and drew an exploding diagram. Next we had to design our slipper. These are some of our designs.
Finally, the slippers were made. And first up, we have Thomas. Now, Thomas has chosen some cow skin furry fabric for his slipper, and he's got this very nice white foam stuff inside, and it's very warm and very nice.
This has been hand sewn.
Next up, we have Natalie. Natalie's got a very nice chunky slipper, and it's made out of purple fur and is bone based.
I made my slipper out of purple fur and foam. But next week we've got to adjust the straps.
Finally, Alex.
Alex has chosen black furry material for his slippers and they've got little pink eyes on them. They're nice and easy to make and they're not mule slippers, they've got backs on them.
I machine stitched these with a roll around grip.
This is Big Brother. Your task has been completed. Some hair foam is in the bathroom. This is Big Brother. Vanessa, you have 40 minutes to leave the Big Brother house.
We'll help you get ready, Vanessa.
This is Big Brother. Will Vanessa please leave the Big Brother house?